Hi, welcome to my channel. Michael Williams here, and we'll be looking at how to set up a new company file in QuickBooks Point of Sale 2013 Pro level. And as you can see here from my version, this is release 11 R16, which is the newest update as of 2018. We are in the month of May right now. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at is how to set up a new file, and a new company file, and then to set up our receipt and our tax and our hardware, like our printer, barcode scanner, and customer pull and cash drawer. So one thing that you need to understand is that a point of sale system is made up of hardware and software. Hardware being your computer system running Windows operating system, and your printer, your scanner, your cash drawer, and any other peripheral hardware that might be attached, and also your software. In this case, the software that I'm presenting is QuickBooks Point of Sale, which is one of the best that I've seen available out there on the market. So how do we set up a new company? First of all, we go to File, and then we go to Company Operations, and you click on New, and then Next. And it's going to set. Now I've set up mine already, so that you don't have to wait. It's going to take a while when you do that, so we're going to just jump right in. Let's pretend that we just had set up that company. So what we need to do is then go to File, then to Preference, and then to Company. Here you click on that, and we're going to set up the receipt header first of all, and store information. So you go to General, Store Information. It's going to ask for store name. So we're going to call this Future Style BOUTIQUE Boutique Street 123 High Street, Kingston, Georgetown. Guyana. Then telephone number could go into miscellaneous line number 1. And then you could put whatever else you want. Normally in our country, it's required that you put tax invoice that shows up there on the bill, on the receipt, and also your tax identity number. So we're going to leave those blank for now. Another thing that you could add there when you're setting up is a logo. So let's go ahead and add that. I have a picture logo that had been created already. Let me see if I find that. Strange. It's supposed to be there, but I don't see it. Anyway, we can come back to that later. But basically, you add your logo, and then you select, and then you come here and you save. But we're not going to save yet, because we want to create also our sales tax. So we come down here to sales tax, and then in my country we collect a value added tax, so I'm going to change that to VAT. And tax collected, We're gonna call that VAT again. Just put that in, and then it's a simple rate tax. At this point is 14%, and we are paying that to the Guyana Revenue Authority. That is the government agency, the tax company, the tax entity in our country. Once that is done, you've set up your percentage and to what company you're paying that tax and the name of your tax. You could have several different type of tax, state tax and whatever, and you can add those by clicking on this here. You could add location, like out of state or whatever. Different kind of tax rules applies. So now that we have set up our store information or sales tax, we're going to save that from our preference at the back end. And normally when you click save, you come back to the home screen. We're going to then go back in order to go back into preferences, but this time we're going to choose workstation, and we're going to set up hardware, and hardware is workstation based. Now you have to keep in mind that in most cases a supermarket or a department store, whatever it might be, will have several different checkout booths, and each one of those will have a point of sale system. That point of sale system is connected to a central database, and each one of those workstations have different hardware sometimes. So the software allows us to configure our workstation on an individual basis. First thing, it gives us the number or the ID of the workstation. We can change that, we can add a letter or whatever, but each workstation must be unique. Secondly, if we have a cash drawer, then we are going to specify what model and of printer it is connected to and what drawer is there. If we have a barcode scanner, then we check that. If we have a electronic card reader, then we specify which one we're using. If we have a customer poll, same thing, you choose your model, and there are only a few models that are supported. If you have a touchscreen monitor, then you click on that to enable touchscreen feature. Physical inventory scanner, pin pads, and then one most important part here is available printers. And available printers would be the printers that are connected currently or installed on the point of sale system, the workstation, and whichever one you want to print your receipts through, that's the one that you have to do. So let's go to documents and printer to set that up. In this case, just for a test purpose, we're going to be using, notice it says sales receipt here, and we're going to be using Microsoft Print to PDF, so that we don't actually have to print and use up paper. Then we're going to choose a template of what we want our receipt to look like, and this is a preview of 40 column. This is a regular size roll receipt paper that's printable from most thermal or dot matrix receipt printers. Let's set that up and we save. Oh, just before you save, print option, you can allow it to prompt when it's printing a receipt for what printer you want it to go to. You could set it up in such a way that you can print to multiple printers or just one. So, but if you just have one printer connected to the device, then it's best to uncheck it because it saves time. It goes straight to the printer instead of asking which one you want it to. So that's it. That is how to set up your company file, your store information, your sales tax, and hardware. See you next time.